50, green. 22 meter. 6 guys.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Tua. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. One play action. Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his left. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
They snap it to Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Out to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, a chance at a big play in his own end zone. But instead, 3rd down coming up. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Going on the ground with Homer. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Travis Homer, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. Fields on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Dancing to his left. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, it's Tua. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua hit, and the ball is out. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Tua, the final shot before half. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Forced out to his left. He gets this to Jones over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
To throw is Fields. Being chased out left. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. This is Homer. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. On 1st down, Fields steps away to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd and 10, Fields buying time to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Big stop, let's go. Check 24, check 24.
Again, Fields. Dancing to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run this with Homer. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Again, it's Homer. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Travis Homer with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone again.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Off play action, Fields. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 33 yards that time. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Steps away. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Oh, yes, that was good pressure applied that time by the defensive unit. They forced him out wide to his left, but with nobody home, he decided to tuck it and go, and he's able to turn it into a short gain.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Forced out to his left. Out to the sideline, and Kmet has it. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Fields. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Fields. Flush to his right. That's complete to Mooney. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they were very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run with Mostert up the middle. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
2nd down and 3.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
53. Let's go. And we got Mike.
Now Tua.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 25 yards that time.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now Fields.
Being chased out left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Open man completes it to Claypool. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was a defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close them throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for Chicago, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, All your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all VB.